Okay, welcome back, guys. So, Brumbies versus Reds. This was this was a terrible game. This was honestly a terrible game. Unlike last year's game, where two teams competed with passion, with intensity, with a lot of guts, a lot of guts and risk taking. This was an absolute awful game to watch. The Brumbies coaching staff needs to take a hard look at themselves, because this Brumbies team should have blown the Reds out of the water. Okay, it's unbelievable how poorly this team played. Literally, the Brumbies try to play like they're the Springboks with a kicking game, right? They're literally kicking the ball away when they're outside of the Reds 22 again and again and again and again and again. The issue is, right, you kick the ball away, they don't have the pressure to return to recover the ball. They don't have the line-out pressure to recover the ball. They don't have the high ball pressure to recover the high balls they're kicking away. They don't have the defensive lines to keep the opposition pinned down. Unlike the Springboks, right, who can do these things. And most importantly, the set piece, the scrummaging, they don't have the dominance in those fronts, and yet they're just kicking the ball away again and again and again and again and again. And guess what? If you can't score a try when you're 22 meters out from the Reds try line, you can get the ball back at 5 meters, you still can't score a try because you guys have no idea what you're doing. This is so bad. This was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I was losing my mind watching this. It was just so bad. They literally try to copy the Springbok strategy, yet they have a fraction of the talent of the Springbok team. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable to watch. Just to give you an idea, the Reds should have lost the game 35 points. 30 points, right? Like, if you look at the Brumbies team, right? Look at the Brumbies team. It's literally like the Wallabies team. You can literally see this team run on the field at Twickenham playing England. This is literally like the Wallabies lineup, yet the Brumbies can't score. They literally cannot score. It's just embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And it's just the coaching staff needs to take a good look at themselves and really try to figure out what they're trying to achieve with this team. You have all the talent in the world, and yet you put up a performance like this. You're kicking the ball away when you're outside the opposition 22 again and again and again and again with no pressure, no chance of even recovering yet. And then what? And then if you finally get lucky, Reds drop the ball, 5 meter scrum, you still can't score a try because your set piece is like absolute garbage. It's unbelievable. I'll just show you. Like, the Brumbies team, this is a test match team the Brumbies have on the field. Jem Slipper, Folau Fainga, Alan Ator, that is the Brumbies, that is the Wallabies starting in front row, right? Darcy Swain, Wallabies reserve, Nick Frost, not in the Wallabies, Rob Valentini, Wallabies star number 6, Brown, not in the Wallabies, P. Samu, Wallabies reserve off the bench, Nick White, Wallabies starting number 9, Lola Seo, once upon a time in the Wallabies, I guess he's still like Wallabies squad, Andy Muirhead, Wallabies squad, Irai Simone, he might not be in the squad, I don't think he's in the squad, Ikitau starting Wallabies number 13, Tom Wright starting Wallabies, Tom Banks starting Wallabies. How is this team, and if you look at the Reds team, right, James O'Connor, Wallabies, Harry Wilson, reserve sometimes, right? Fraser didn't really get much time last year. Wuru didn't get much time. I don't think did even get to play in Wallabies at all. Blythe, no. Smith, no. Tupou, yes. So that's 2 Wallabies players. No. Harry Wilson, like I said, he has some time, but not a lot. Fluke, no. Hamish, no. Hunter, yes. Jock, no. Patea, yes. So that's 4 Wallabies players in the Reds team. Right? And the Brumbies could not score. Okay? The execution was absolutely awful. The lineouts, the mauls were not going anywhere. Just the kicking, the stupid amount of kicking from the Brumbies again and again and again. The Reds, and the thing is, right, if you kick for territory, if you don't have the defense to follow up with the kick, to follow up the pressure, what is the point? You're literally just giving the ball away. The Reds were literally able to run 50 meters, 60 meters, building 15, 20 phases, getting in front of your try line, and then scoring a try against you. Will you call that a defense? Like, what kind of defense is that? Like, what are you doing? Like, how can you have so many Wallabies players and you can't hold the Reds from going from inside their own half all the way into your try line? Like, it's unbelievable how poor this team performed. Like, the coaching staff needs to have a look at themselves and ask themselves, what are they trying to do? You're not the Springboks. Why are you playing a kicking strategy that the Springboks are doing when they have the talents, they have the defense, they have the set pieces, they have the scrum dominance to execute that, to get the results out of that? You don't have any of that for this team, and yet you're trying to play the same strategy, and you just end up giving the ball away again and again and again and again. And by the way, when the Brumbies had the ball attacking, the attack options were non-existent. One pass, two pass, crash ball. One pass, two pass, crash. You can literally see it. You can literally predict what's going to happen for the next 20 phases. It's literally just one pass, crash ball. Okay, now two passes, crash ball. Okay, now one pass, back that away, crash ball. It's just like unbelievably poor. This was I honestly can't believe with a talent, with so much talent in this team, you come up with this sort of performance. It's just disgraceful. It's fucking disgraceful. The coaching staff needs to have a good hard look at themselves and just what are you trying to do? Honestly, ask yourselves, what are you trying to do? How can you take literally 80% of the Wallabies team and put a piss poor performance like that on the field today? Unbelievable. It's just, you can't even if you watch this game, you'll lose your mind. You'll lose your mind wondering what the fuck they're doing. It's just unbelievable, right? Just some interesting stats. I think this might have been a mistake, but at halftime, the Brumbies had 34 run meters at halftime. I honestly don't know what is happening. Like, how does it? I think that's a mistake. I think it's 134, but it's yeah, I think it's 134. But it probably a mistake, probably a typo there at halftime. Unbelievable. Yeah, the Reds at halftime only had to make 11 tackles. What? 11 tackles for a whole team? I honestly don't know what the fuck this team is doing. 11 tackles? Did the fucking Brumbies not attack? Fuck. It's just embarrassing. 11 tackles for the Reds, okay? Brumbies had to make 53 tackles at halftime, right? 11 tackles. Oh, fuck. Halftime, 11 tackles. I barely even make a sweat. Just standing around. Oh, fuck, it's embarrassing. I genuinely don't know what the Brumbies team is doing. It's just, unbelievably bad. How can you have so much talent and you're able to score one try? You fucking score one try with 80% of fucking Wallabies team. Oh my fucking god, dude. This was so fucking bad. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what else to say. The coaches need to have a good look at themselves and figure out and really understand this is your team don't have the talent that the Springboks have to play a kicking game when you're outside of the opposition 22. Okay. Oh, it was just anyway. I've had enough. The Reds scored some really nice tries. The first try from the Reds, O'Connor slips through a gap after some nice pressure. Nacer again scores a try for the Reds. Like I said, The second try, the Reds, literally, Brumbies kicked the ball away and the Reds ran like 60 meters to the Brumbies non-existent defense. Built like 15 phases and then eventually get a try in the corner. Uru had a really quick lining hands, sent the Reds in for a try. I mean, the Brumbies had Tom Wright and Tom Banks, two of the best try scorers in Australia, and they can't even... And they're kicking the ball away outside the Reds 22. Oh God, it was just. This was embarrassing. This was fucking embarrassing. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts if you watched this game. Probably not. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.